So the lesson on Friday in Allen Park was what to do when you're the partner of the person on lead and your partner leads top of a sequence. Now, on this hand, we know our partner has the king, queen, jack, or king, queen, 10. The jack isn't visible in the dummy, so either your partner or declarer has it. So if we don't play the ace of hearts, our partner won't know who has the ace of hearts. So what we have to do, and it's only when we can afford to do it. Remember, when your partner leads top of a sequence, they not only have a sequence, they also have length. So if we can afford to overtake, we overtake. So king of hearts, small, ace, a small heart. Partner wins and cashes their hearts. On the fourth heart, we make a suit preference to signal by discarding the five of spades. It's the best card we have in the hand. Partner now plays a club. We cash to win the trick. We lead back a club and declare our claims. If we don't overtake the king of hearts with the ace, partner won't know we have the heart. And if we don't overtake it on the second round, on this hand, they can continue the heart, but on other hands, they can't continue the heart. And we don't end up getting the right number of tricks. Knowing what to do when your partner leads top of a sequence is as important as knowing the top of a sequence. Again, when we have an honor which solidifies partner suit, we must play that card so that they can work out what to do next. When your partner leads the king of clubs, you know they have the queen and the 10, but they don't know you have the jack. So on the king of clubs, it goes small and we play the jack. Declarer plays small. Now, if we just for 1 second show you how that looks from your partner's hand, when you play the jack of clubs, it gives them the ability to know that their queen and their 10 and their 9 are good and that they can continue to play clubs with immunity. Okay? So the unblock enables your partner to be able to work out what to do. And you don't unblock if it's going to cost. You don't get rid of an honor if there's a card in the dummy which is going to create a problem, you don't block. So we've seen on this hand the benefit of unblocking. South is going to be able to continue to play clubs, establish their suit, and eventually win with the ace of spades to take their winners. Now, if the declarer has the ability to make 9 tricks in the meantime, that's okay, but you haven't given them a cheap trick by the next situation. So now we're in 3-0 trump and we're on lead. So again, we have the exact same situation. We now lead the king of clubs. The dummy practically has the exact same cards, 2 small clubs in dummy. The declarer plays small. Our partner plays small. Declarer plays small. Now we know. We know our partner doesn't have the ace of clubs. If they had the ace of clubs, they would overtake and play a club. We know they don't have the jack of clubs. If they had the jack of clubs, they would play the jack of clubs underneath the king if they can afford to. If they haven't played the ace and they haven't played the jack, who has them? Not our partner. There is no benefit to us playing another club. If we play the queen of clubs, Declarer will win with the ace, and they still have the jack of clubs. We have given them a cheap trick. If we go back and play the 10 of clubs, declarer gets a cheap trick. So these two boards side by side show all 52 cards. On hand number 2, which we can show you here, and if on that hand we could go back to the opening lead, Jason, please. Thank you very much. We don't have the second hand saved. So on this hand, when we lead the king of clubs and it goes small, 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 we know declarer has the ace and the jack. We know that we cannot afford to continue another club. Now on this hand, we should switch to the 9 of hearts. So king of clubs, small, small, small. We switch to the 9 of hearts. Partner wins the ace. Plays a club. And declarer doesn't get the cheap trick. If they play the jack, we're going to play the queen. If they play the ace, we're going to play the 4. And we now have the ability to smother their jack. They don't have the ability to smother our jack. So it's important you line up hand number 2 and hand number 3, and you look at the difference that it makes. Remember, in pairs, allowing them to make extra tricks is as bad as allowing them to make the contract in certain situations. So again, if we look at the hand, the opposition are in 3-no trump and our partner has led the ace of diamonds. When we're looking at the queen of diamonds, we know that our partner has 4 diamonds. They don't lead top of a sequence unless they have length. So we must get rid of the queen of diamonds because that enables our partner to know that their diamonds are cashing. And if we don't play it, we don't have it. So ace of diamonds. I know it looks crazy throwing away the queen, but it solidifies the suit for your partner. Your partner now has the ability to know that they can take 4 diamonds if they 4 of them, and they can also take 5 diamonds if they 5 of them. Look at what happens. The contract is down before it even starts. But if we don't get rid of the queen of diamonds, our partner might not continue the diamond. They're down before they start. Now, undo back to the ace of diamonds. And let's not get rid of the king of diamonds, queen of diamonds. So let's say it goes ace of diamonds and we play small. Maybe declarer doesn't play another diamond. And that's a disaster for us. But let's say they play the king of diamonds. And we still don't get rid of the queen. Now the diamond suit is blocked. So third in hand, when your partner leads an honor, it is very important to get rid of the card when you can. And if you don't get rid of it, you don't have it. So again, on board 1 of the second set of boards, which is top of an internal sequence, when you have 1 honor floating in your hand on its own with a sequence below it, we don't know who has the king of hearts, but we know who has the queen. And the queen of hearts is in the north hand. And if we allow them to win it by playing small with the west hand at trick 1, if we allow them to win the queen of hearts, they now have the ability to make the contract. They can take all of their spades, all of their diamonds, and the ace of clubs. Do that nice and quickly, please. We allowed them to win a trick that we knew they had. We didn't know they had the king of hearts. We didn't know that. But we knew they had the queen, and we allowed them to win it. And they're cashing trick after trick after trick. And they just made 10 tricks. So we saw what happened when we played small. It wasn't a tremendous success. So let's change what we do at trick one. There is the possibility our partner has the king of hearts. And if that's the case, we do not have to give North, the declarer in this case, the queen of hearts. Look at how we could change things. Small from the dummy, and we win. We play a small heart back. The declarer plays the card that we know they have. If our partner hasn't got the king of hearts, they won't win the trick. But if they have the king of hearts, they can win the trick. And now they can also win the card we know they have as well, the 10 of hearts. And suddenly, from declarer making 10 tricks, declarer only makes 8. One down instead of +1. We must work out what to do third in hand when our partner leads top of a sequence. So the second board of the second part of Friday's lesson is partner again leads the jack of hearts. Again, we know the declarer has the queen. That's a given. If our partner had the queen of hearts with the jack, they'd be leading it. So when they lead the jack, they don't have the queen. But we do not know who has the ace of hearts. So if we allow the declarer to win the trick, the exact same thing is going to happen as the first hand. They're going to win all of their tricks in all of the side suits, and they're going to wrap up whatever number of tricks they can wrap up. We're not going to do that. But our partner is allowed to have the ace of hearts. The ace of hearts and the jack of hearts and the 10 of hearts and the 9 of hearts. The jack of hearts is the top of the internal sequence. So we win the king of hearts. And we lead back a small heart. Now, if declarer plays small, which is the wrong thing to do, by the way, but if declarer plays small, our partner finesses. And they cash the ace of hearts. And we put them down before declarer even starts. Just because your partner has led an honor doesn't mean they don't have a single honor on their own. Claim Trino Trump -1. And we don't give them a trick with which they are not entitled to. The Jack of Hearts is the top of the sequence internally. The Ace of Hearts is the honor on its own. So third in hand, it's extremely important to know when to unblock and potentially stop the declarer from getting their contract before they even start. So again, like what happened in the class, we're going to show you what happens if we sometimes get stuck with cards. If we don't play honors, partner might not believe we have them. So Queen of Clubs, and we play small. And partner continues with the club, and we win. We're now not in a position to be able to lead back a club to partner. And if partner has winners in clubs, their clubs are all gone. Lead whatever card we want to lead. And declarer claims whatever number of tricks they can make. They claim 3 spades, three hearts, and four diamonds. They make their 10 tricks. And had they got a four-card spade suit, they might have made another trick, or a four-card heart suit, they might have made another trick, or a five-card diamond suit, they might have made another trick. They have no problem on this hand whatsoever. But we had the ability to take five club tricks, but we didn't take them because we hung on to our honor, and then we had no ability to get back to par. So let's go back to the start position. We're in 3-0 trump. Our partner has led the queen of clubs. We're now not afraid to play honors when we know that if we don't play them, it could cause a problem for partner. So let's look at what should have happened on this board. We play the king and we return a heart. Club, I apologize. And partner now knows what to do. They're so bright, our partners. And declarer claims the rest. Big difference. We must know what to do third in hand, given the cards we have and the honor that partner has led. When our partner leads top of a sequence or top of an interior sequence, we need to know when to play our good card and when not to play our good card. In all of the situations, dummies cards were no threat to the suit that was led, and anything our partner had was going to smother anything declarer had.